So here we are on the final leg home to Southampton, and overnight we have been steering a northerly course off the coast of Portugal and Spain. And at 10:30 this morning we altered course onto a north-northeasterly heading of 020 degrees and are now in the Bay of Biscay. As briefly mentioned upon departure yesterday, we are expecting some increased wind and sea conditions from this evening onwards, which is the residual effect from a storm coming down from over Ireland. However, I have increased the ship's speed since we left Lisbon to try and get ahead of the adverse weather forecast for tomorrow. So we're basically running 4 engines at the moment instead of 2, and I am hopeful we can avoid the strongest wind conditions. Well, since departing Lisbon, we have now covered 318 nautical miles at an average speed of 21 knots, and we still have 566 nautical miles to go to. She's running the household at home 12 months a year. I'm only home 6 months a year. And when you're home, I'm the one who has to conform, because the kids' bedtime is now 8:30. When I go home, it pushes up to 9:45, 10. You know, and so I'm the waste of life when I'm home. You can't be in the fast lane all the time. Because here, we all work three months at a time, some more. And every day here is Monday. We have no weekends. So you're working 3 months. For me, 3 months at a time, 7 days a week, 12, 14 hours a day it can be, and there's no weekend, so you build yourself up.
Back is the first bit of the brain to be affected, and the brain cells are effectively strangled and killed by a plaque, which is in all of our brains, which is called beta amyloid. And once that starts, unfortunately, it's progressive. It goes through the brain, and this is why. And then a dry suit as opposed to a wet suit, which covers every bit of you, a snorkel mask. And we went into one of the fjords in Norway, and there was a pod of 5 killer whales. They're those beautiful black and white ones. And they do this wonderful thing where they come up like that and kind of look at you and then go down again. And it was, I can't tell you how amazing it was to be able to get in the water. People will say, first of all, I wish I had £1 for every time someone had asked me this. What was it like to work with Eric and Anne? And I have to tell you, it was wonderful. They were 2 of the nicest people you could possibly meet. And what was wonderful about them was that although, as you will all know, they were at the peak of their profession.
No, I've never lived before, and this heart is very sure no one else could run more. And the greatest love the world has known. This is the love I give to you, my love. More than the simple things I try to say. I only live to love you more each day, more than you'll ever know. cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven. Cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a candle's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I want my arms about you. The charms about you will carry me through to heaven. Yes, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. And I say goodbye to happiness I see, but we're out together dancing. But once again romancing, out together dancing cheek to cheek. Yes, first we both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. We meet every day at the same cafe. 6:30 or no, and I might know whether she'll be there. Holding hands, making all kinds of plans. Well, the jukebox plays out. Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. You know we got a thing going on.
From Barber. Here's got.
something worth filling out a questionnaire for. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride I stand up here with this fantastic team. It has certainly been their great pleasure to serve you during this voyage. And they do it because... Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time and have a wonderful evening.